Welcome to the podcast. What a show, gang.
Hey, good on you for listening to the podcast. You're a bloody ripper. I lost my mind this morning. Something that really annoys me. There's not much that annoys me. You would back me up on that. But tradies that bring their dogs around to my house.
Passionate.
So passionate. I don't understand why they're allowed to do it.
Swan hates dogs, and you'll see that soon.
I don't hate dogs.
Titus O'Reilly joined us. It was always good to chat with Titus.
Especially when he's talking about Carlton and Essendon. Well, he's talking about a little bit of Carlton, but a lot about Essendon. He knows a lot about Essendon.
I don't know what I like the most. Titus talking about Essendon or you, Brownie, talking about your sex forest, as Dino called it.
Actually, we've got to hurry up. I've got to get home and fix that up.
Yeah,
and
you
Nick
do.
Nick Daicos, the rising star, he joined us as well. Mm-hmm. Wow, good show.
And the greatest whistling songs of all time.
Enjoy the potty, you turkeys.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Thursday.
Hey, Dino, how are you, brother?
Good, mate. Hey, got a lot of feedback about Shaq all day yesterday. Did you guys?
Met him yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
How did that go?
Oh, shit.
Was
It was unbelievable.
Oh, my
we
God.
loved Dino.
Oh, my God.
We should have seen we were in there, Swanee.
Of course he did.
You remember me from the day before. How could you forget?
You can't.
He came in and I said, big man. And he goes, hey, remember you from yesterday? He gave me a cuddle.
Oh, what was that like?
Absolutely. I felt like I was a 2-year-old kid again.
You feel safe?
I felt safe, though.
Yeah.
I felt like he was going to pick me up.
It'd be a very rare feeling for you to feel small.
Absolutely.
You know, physically
I
small.
know. He's just a big man. He's a big human.
I was saying to the other guys that Patrick Cripps was there as well yesterday, and then after seeing Shaq, everyone looks like a little twig.
Yeah.
And Cripper's a big boy.
I was so nervous. There was Patrick Cripps, Lockie Neal from the Brisbane Lions, Tom Mitchell from Hawthorn.
Look like school
and
kids.
A couple other knuckleheads there with them. And they were so nervous, weren't they? Because they're asking, what's Shaq like? What should we ask him? All those sorts of questions. So we went in and did the interview with Matty Johns, which was fun as hell. And then at the end of it, we had to do the promo shots. Guess who's in the promo shots?
Dino.
Dean Thomas.
Brownie, my beautiful friend. There's a whole team frantically trying to get that shot, and Brownie's like, no, get my friend in. So I'm standing there unnecessarily, and I got to hug Shaq. And also, anytime I ever make a mistake, or I'm doubting myself, John, I've got an inner monologue that I can go to now.
Slam, dunk, Dino. This is Shaq. I repeat, slam, dunk, Dino.
Correct.
Yes!
I want to hear about how he loved you. Tell me about that, because I love it when people... one of my favourite things in life is watching people meet Dino,
Wait,
the
As soon as
magical
I said Shaq,
unicorn.
Also, I don't think, Swan, you gave that enough. This is Shaquille O'Neal.
I know, but
Slam,
slam,
dunk,
dunk,
Dino. This is
Dino.
Shaq. I repeat, slam, dunk, Dino.
He repeats.
he's just such a... He's got a sense of theatre about him. He's a very warm man. He's very generous.
I thought he was going to punch both of them at one point, not on Brownie's fault, because Matty Johns, he's a spicy boy, very funny.
yeah.
I love Matty Johns. But early, I thought they'd lost Jack. I was going, oh, shit.
There was 5% of me that sitting there when Matty's gone down this line of questioning. I'm going, shit, where is he going with this? And then Shaq
Got him back, though.
thought, and then Shaq got real serious. I thought, oh my God, we've lost Shaq in the first minute. and then he got him back.
Got him back in a big way.
Got him back in a big way. He's taking $20 notes off him by the end.
he was giving
Matty
out
Johns,
cash.
He's giving out cash. But then when I mentioned Dino, Swanee, he said, get him over here.
Yeah.
And of course Dino came over and Shaq loved him. Who couldn't love Dino?
who couldn't?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Ready to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com?
Gotta love an Aussie winter getaway. But bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, holiday rentals, flights and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
How them pipes.
Talking footy.
AFL Awards were on last night, Swanee. Apart from the Brownlow medal, they combined it. All the awards into one evening. Who would have thunk it?
It's a good idea.
It's a bloody great idea, Swanee. Just hate all the different nights. You go, come on, Brownie, you got to come and interview.
Whose idea
the
was
rising
that? I mean,
star.
that person's a visionary.
Visionary. The NFL do it in America. It's a great idea, Swanee. But it was fantastic to see Nick Daicos, of course, won the Rising NAB Rising.
Yeah.
Is it a NAB Rising Star, Dino?
I don't know. We might
Whatever
just
the-
still call it that, like we still say Ansett Cup.
It is the NAB Rising Star Gardner. Well, of course, she's all over it. She's a Collingwood nuffy.
Yeah.
She was excited that her boy, Nicky Daicos, he came along and he won it, so it's great. Now, we've got him on the show later on, which will be fantastic at 8:10.
Gardner,
For all
you
the
better have
Collingwood
a good question, not some softball stuff.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
You know, my question is, your father Peter Daicos is
No.
one of the greatest.
How do you say it, Swanee?
Peter Daicos. Thank you.
One of the greatest nicknames in the history of the game, apart from being one of the greatest players, the Macedonian Marvel.
Correct.
Nicky Daicos, what's your nickname? To rival your father's, surely. We've got to think of one in the next
The
couple of hours.
Macedonian Mini.
I like that.
The Mini. Okay, that's in the finals. We can do better though, maybe.
The Masomasochist.
Whoa!
That's so masochist. That's an interesting. Apparently his nickname's Whisper.
Oh, that's not that tough, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, it is if you're also an assassin.
Oh, that's a good point. The Macedonian
point.
mosquito, because he's everywhere. Nah, that's annoying.
It wasn't too bad. Anyway, that was good. You know, I tell you, Maxie Gawn, our boy, Maxie Gawn, 6 All-Australians, 5 in a row.
My God.
Well done to Maxie. Fantastic. He's a lovely man. I'm going to go through his shaver shop ad later on in the day.
He truly is one of the greats. Also, on my walks, I see him in the front of, I'm going to say Lululemon.
Yeah. He's an ambassador.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he is.
Looks great.
He's a great ambassador. Tom Hawkins, captain of the All-Australian team. Tommy Hawkins, his football career has been revived post-30. He's won about 4 All-Australians since he turned 30. Now he's the All-Australian captain, which is unbelievable because I asked him last night, how's it feel to be the captain? He said, I've never been a captain in anything else apart from this fictitious team. The All-Australian captain. It's a great honour, though, Swanee.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. It just shows the service he's given to the game, Swanee, and the player that he's been. So
It looks like he's made by Mattel, Swanee.
Absolutely.
And I said to him, well, and mate, I said, a few sleepless nights the last few weeks, young Harry being born.
Yeah, new baby.
And he said, no, its name's Henry. I said, well, good research, big fella.
In fairness to you, Harry is a nickname of Henry.
Well, there you go.
Prince Harry's name is Henry.
You know what? He's such a lovely bloke that he said he'll eventually probably get called Harry.
Yeah,
So I was right all along, Swanee.
exactly.
Um,
As usual, he was right
He wins.
all along.
He wins.
The father of the child just doesn't know it yet.
I'm not going to really go into
He
my...
wins.
He wins.
Thank you, Tom.
Angus Brayshaw, Andrew Brayshaw, he won the MVP Players Award. The Lee Matthews Trophy that's the MVP that's voted by the players, by the peers, Swanee.
That's an important one.
Yeah, Fremantle Dockers player too, Andrew Brayshaw, not Angus Brayshaw, his brother from Melbourne. So well done. That's a great trophy to win. I know it's very highly valued by the players. Clayton Oliver and Took Miller from the Gold Coast Suns, they won the Coaches Awards. So where the coaches voted on after every game. That's another highly valued award, Swanee. So that's just to round off the awards. But the star of the show was Sam and Tom de Koning's mum. Sam de Koning is a young gun from Geelong, and Tom de Koning, he plays for Carlton, Swanee. Now, she's a mother of 10. 10, I think most of them are boys as
That's
well.
unusual in this day and age.
Amazing, isn't it?
You know, in the 1900s, that
Yeah.
happened all the time.
Right.
And his dad or their dad played for the Footscray back in the day, played about 31 games.
How do you
Imagine that. Imagine the food bill. Oh, jeez, it's astonishing.
Imagine, do you know what I first thought? Food bill is one thing.
Yeah.
The questions.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
Geez, Jack Brown asked enough questions for 10 boys. Don't you worry about that.
Imagine 10 of them.
But last night, Swanee, she was doing an interview flanked by her 2 sons that play in the AFL, Tom and Sam, and spoke about the first time they actually clashed together when Carlton and Geelong played each other this year. Where was she?
What about when Tom and Sam played against each other this year?
Well, we were lucky. We were drunk in a bar in Bali, so it was okay.
Yes. Why wouldn't you?
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
We're about to play the hardest game in radio.
No amina. No amina.
La 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 la.
No amina.
All right.
It's easy as hell, Dino. No armour. You just need to get through 30 seconds. And don't say and don't say ah.
And don't pause.
Don't pause. If we can drive a truck through the pause,
Yeah.
we're buzzing you out. It's easy game, Rach.
Have you already organised the topic?
No.
All right, I've got one.
All right, Rachel, if you get this, you're going to the script.
Oh, my gosh, I can't tell you how nervous I am.
Okay, well, just breathe, Rachel, breathe.
Okay.
Because I really want you to go.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Your topic is concerts/live music.
And your time starts now.
I have been to so many concerts in my life. I have seen Robbie Williams maybe 6 times. I travelled to different states to see the same people over and over again. I've seen Britney Spears so many times, and she doesn't even sing live, which was quite disappointing, but she's still a superstar.
You did it. You are going to go to the script. I just feel it's going to be a beautiful spring night in this gorgeous city at the City My Music Bowl. You're just going to love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Rachel, that was one of the most wooden performances ever heard on Metropolitan Radio. We've almost lost our licence over that. However, you get to enjoy your night at Script.
Thank you so much.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
The nicest possible way. You know, you guys have known me for a very long time. I don't have that many strong opinions. In the nicest possible way.
Yeah.
I let people do what they want to do. I trust them enough that they're doing the right thing.
Unless they're, John, trolley boys.
Unless they're trolley
Get
boys.
whipped. Get
Yes.
your ass whipped clean off.
And burn them with torches.
Yes.
Yes.
But there is one thing that I don't understand and I can't justify that other people do. Tradies, give us a call, 13 24 10. A woman has gone on to Mumsnet, which is probably every bit as irritating as you'd imagine. Mumsnet!
Whoa.
Mumsnet!
Oh, God.
Right, she's gone on to Mumsnet.
Yeah.
And she's vented. She says, I'm having work done on my house, major works. A particular trade turned up today for first time. He's subcontracted to my builders. After I chatted to them to confirm the specifics of the job, I disappear. And then I see a huge dog being let out of this subcontractor's van and running around the front of my house.
Beautiful.
Then I see the dog go, is it? Then I see the dog go round to the back. And by the time I get to the back, said dog is running into my borders all over the plants and taking a huge shit on my lawn.
Just fertilising.
Now, he's not fertilising. This, you know, I love dogs, Dino.
Oh, yeah.
I love animals. I've got a dog, Murphy. I've had renovations at my place in the last few years.
Yes.
There was a big dog there. My gardener has a big dog. It sticks in my craw that it's okay.
Really?
Yeah. And as you know, I'm not passionate about most things, but I don't understand how it's okay, particularly when you're spending sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on renovations and gardens and small plants and lawns that a huge dog can come in.
You're going to die on the hill with this one,
And do whatever it wants. Yes, it drives me crazy. Also, I've got a thing about dog poo. That's why I've never had a dog in the past. Murphy does tiny little manageable poos, and I give him certain food so that his poos stay manageable.
He does them in the kitchen, though. No wonder you don't like that.
No, he doesn't do it in the kitchen. He does it in the yard, and they're small.
How
and
did Murphy
easy.
go with the big dog?
Murphy's terrified of other dogs. That's the other thing. It's like, why are you allowed to bring this dog in? And the dogs who come to sites, they're so comfortable. They act like it's their house.
That's cute.
No, it's not cute. It's so stressful. The dog that lives there, that's their house. Get out of here.
But didn't Murphy warm to the dog? You know, it's the same dog's coming every time.
Oh, yeah. Murphy would like any dog rocking up, if you know what I mean.
Seriously.
He's on a list, a register.
Murphy is...
The dog would have dents in its leg.
Murphy is not the sharpest tool in the shed. So every day of the renovation, he would wake up and forget that there would be another dog that he already knows comes in peace, and he would lose his mind. I nearly had to put him on medication.
Really?
This should not be...
Along with the other pills he's taken. You know the ones.
The blue ones.
Yeah.
This should not be something that someone who's already under the stress of renovations and costing forking out a fortune, this is not something that we have to deal with.
Gee, Scott Cam wouldn't be happy with this.
Exactly.
He had his dog Frankie on site this year at the block, Swanee.
Yeah, but that's at his place.
I love but he takes it on the side of the block. I love for any places. I love the romance of a tradie turning up with their dog.
So
in the
do
back.
So do I. But the reality is really stressful. and they leave big poos. I've had to call someone and say, I'm so sorry. I cannot pick up this poo. It's the size, it's like a Shaquille O'Neal sized poo.
That's what dogs do.
My dog doesn't, and my dog lives there.
Yeah.
If your dog comes into my house and does a giant man-sized poo in my yard, you pick it up.
Let's go to the phones.
Yes.
13 24 10.
You're very passionate about this, Christine.
I just think it's
spicy.
I think it's gross.
What are we
think
asking?
It's gross.
Is it okay or not?
Why do you do it? Why do you do it? 13 24 10. I want to hear from some tradies, and I also want to hear from some other people that have had it happen to them, and just why do we put up with it? It's disgusting.
Let's roll.
Tracy from Rowville. Tracy.
Hi, Chrissie. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I'm going to prove you wrong because dogs on site are the best. Because
Strong.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we always ask the client beforehand if we can bring the dog. And I always make sure that the boss picks up the poos that she does do in the backyard. But having a dog on site is amazing. The best.
It's calming, isn't it, Tracy?
Yeah.
It is.
It's the opposite of calming for me.
so
My dog is inside, losing his mind, stressing himself out, and the dog that doesn't belong in the house is walking around like king shit.
Well, that's the tradie then. He needs to contact you and ask if he can bring the dog on site so they're not being thoughtful to you.
A bit of etiquette there, Swanee.
Right on, Trace.
But then what happens to the dog? I'm not a monster. Where is that dog
That
gonna
goes
go?
to a farm forever.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want the dog locked up at home either.
Well, you can't have it both. Hey, just tell the tradie to tie it to a tree. There you go.
Yes, tied to a tree. Beautiful.
Solved.
Have fun.
By the way, I love you, Brownie.
Good on you, Trace.
Get a
I love
room.
you, Trace.
Trace, you've got a ticket to this. Do you want to go see the Script, Tracy, live in concert?
Yes, please.
Mate, it's going to be amazing. It's at Sydney Maya Music Bowl. Tickets at frontiertouring.com, September 17. It's their greatest hits tour. Enjoy. All right.
Tracy can bring her dog around to my place anytime.
Yeah.
We still haven't heard from a single tradie.
Come on, Christy.
Christy!
Good morning, everyone.
Hi,
Boy,
Christy.
am I about to sink Tracy.
Oh,
Tell me
really?
everything.
I'm on Chrissy's side all the way. It was 1983. My parents were having... all right, come with me on the journey. My parents were having an extension done to their home, and the builder named Steve, who I remember very well, brought along his German Shepherd. The German Shepherd just ran amok. Until one day I came home from school in the back of the Commodore, greeted by Steve, who informed my mum that his dog had just decapitated my bunny rabbit.
What?
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
That's not
It's a bad
funny.
news
That's
laugh.
not funny. That's not funny.
What was the rabbit's name, Christy? You seem to remember the tradie's name.
His name was Sneasel.
Christy,
Sneasel bit
that
the
is
dust.
that is an act of violence.
Decapitated,
It
John.
was-
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It just was. Apologies to people with animal lovers in the car.
Yeah, it's not funny.
It ate the rabbit's head.
Really?
That dog is quite literally an animal.
It's a sad story. Could have been bad news story of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tears are welling in my eyes as I recall the story.
So, Christy,
clearly.
now that
40 years ago.
you're a grown up, how do you feel about tradies bringing their dogs to your house for anything?
No. Must ask the question first. And for me, I've got 3 retrievers, and it would be absolutely no way.
That's right. That's their house.
Christy, how old were you at the time? And do you remember your initial reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, Brownie, I sobbed for hours. Inconsolable. On the floor. My dad was a big hardened copper. He was on the floor with me trying to make me feel better. Brought me a rabbit 3 days later, so that was nice.
Yeah, you moved on
Wait,
very quickly.
why is you as a child, why did you have to know the details that the rabbit was decapitated?
The builder was a moron.
That's on Steve. That's on Steve.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning to you, and what a great Thursday it is already. As if it's not enough that Jonathan Brown is here and Dino's here.
It is not enough.
Oh, see what you did there?
There's the positive and dulcet tones of Sam Pang.
They are dulcet this morning. I had a couple of reds last night that I didn't need to have, but good morning, Melbourne. And wonderful to see you all. And
What would you have for dinner?
Oh,
What
we're
about for
doing this
dinner?
again.
What about for dinner?
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, what a hit segment
Good
yesterday.
seg.
What about for dinner?
I love that question though.
I had a chicken and vegetable soup.
Wow, that's light.
Next time.
But then
come
half
up
a bottle of red. So it was a liquid diet.
I was going to say, next time come with a more interesting answer.
Oh,
No, I like
Chicken
the facts.
soup.
Yeah, chicken soup's great.
Hey,
what?
Guess what?
Guess what? What?
I met Shaq yesterday.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, man.
Is this possible?
Oh, Dino. We were doing the final publicity shots for Fox.
Yeah.
With me and Matty Johns and Shaquille O'Neal. And Dean Thomas.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Did you meet Shaq or did Shaq meet you? That's my question.
Good question, Swan.
Did you say I'm a pistol?
Yeah, I just told him that I'm prone to mistakes at work, and if he could say some affirming words for next time I stuff up.
Yeah.
So, on the rare occasion I press the wrong button
Never
in future.
happens.
Slam dunk Dino. This is Shaq. I repeat, slam dunk Dino.
Yes! And then Brownie he looked at Shaq and said,
Thank you, Shaq.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Melbourne, Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. What if you're booking a holiday? It's Aussie for travel. It's got everything you need.
Just tidying up some loose ends, man, before I hand over to Dave O'Neill tomorrow. Dave O'Neill with Shaq, that would have been unbelievable.
That'd be amazing.
But considering, I thought it was quite a privilege for you and I to go in there. Little did I know that you apparently just catch up with him every day that he's in town. I didn't know that you're going in. You going in today? You going to take Dave? You going to take Chrissie?
His entourage said, oh, you again.
You again?
You again.
That's what you want to hear
but
from your
Shaq said, you again, and gave me a cuddle, didn't he?
It was lovely. He looked at Brownie with loving eyes.
Thank you, Shaq.
Lucky I was.
Thank you, Shaq.
Would have zinged him again, eh?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, of course. Yesterday,
Good
Swanee, or the day before, there was the news that Shaq had been on the way from the airport, had stopped in Greenvale.
Yeah.
I brought that up with him. That he went to a tobacco shop, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't bite onto that, did he?
No. That wasn't one of the best bits of the interview.
No.
Edit it out.
Good lead balloon
Look,
stuff.
it was, but John killed it yesterday.
Yeah, mate, no doubt. I'm sure you smashed it.
No, but he wasn't giving of the he went and bought some. Is it shishka? Shisha.
Yeah.
So anyway, my point is the idea, just to tidy up the idea that Shaq has been in Greenvale, right there with Dolly Parton in Belgrade, Lionel Messi in Bundoora.
That's it, yeah.
And Chevy Chase in Brunswick.
Yeah, love it.
Just remember that it's a little list that we're compiling about the unlikely pairings of some big names in some little suburbs in Melbourne.
You can add Beyonce to Brunswick as well. Add her.
What was that for?
Did a photo shoot outside an old Brunswick abandoned house.
Brunswick doesn't seem so out of whack.
No, because
but the
it's sort of
Belgrade
inner city
one
and
the
cool.
Bundoora does.
Yeah, true.
In Greenvale.
Just a little community service announcement from me this week. If I think you're all right, Swanee. It's more for you too. If MC Hammer ever comes up, now you would have grown up as MC Hammer being a bit of a one-hit wonder, right? Now, the other day, the Addams Family, a reboot with Tim Burton called Wednesday comes to Netflix. MC Hammer did the theme for the movie in the 90s.
You right.
Wait for it. Addams Family.
So
They dance how they want to dance.
Yeah,
you could be Brownie. I know you love a trivia night at a Tuesday night at a pub. If you roll down there, there'll be can you name more than one MC Hammer song? I want you to be able to name 4.
Well, that's good because Muggsy's always hitting me up for, Muggsy hosts 4 trivia nights a week.
Go for it.
Jesus.
Go for it
can
right
you name
now.
4?
4.
No, I can't.
Well, you got
How
one
many-
there.
You got the one, the Addams Family.
No, I can't. You can't touch.
Yes, you can't touch
this.
Yes.
Can't touch this.
And is that it?
Pray.
Pray and
Get today. Pray.
Right, give me one more.
Pray. It's Sam's favourite.
Too legit to quit.
Ah, yeah. Too legit to quit.
Too legit. Too legit to
I'm
quit.
going to have to learn that for the trivia night.
That's how you remember
People listening will never know the magic of Pang's hand movements during this.
And do it. It's about our favourite.
I'm going to get Muggsy to rig one of the questions.
Yes.
Name 4 MC Hammer songs.
Anyway,
I'll get up and I'll do that.
It's a good trivia question.
It
He's got a
is.
couple others too, by the way. And the other thing I wanted to mention too, Swanee, of course, the big news about NASA revealing the creepy sound of a black hole 200 million light years away. Brought this to you the other day, quite straight from from NASA. Posted audio of this is what a black hole sounds like to the human ear, 200 million light years away.
It's eerie, isn't it?
Oh, mate. Listen, enjoy. Actually, notice it is right.
Eerie.
Even 200 million light years away.
Hang on, is there only one guy in space or are there a few?
Yeah, let's have a listen.
Sounds like there's a few up there, Sam.
Anyway, that was exclusive audio from NASA. They've released some more from the black hole. 200 million. And there's just one more.
That sounds also a little bit like after.
You know, with that one, you can't actually tell the difference between
The sound of the black hole.
and what's going on.
Wow.
That's audio from 200 million light years away.
Amazing. It's also after the sound of. It sounds a bit similar to the sound that they made after Matty Johns asked Shaq about orgies in his big bed yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Flatline.
Oh, boy.
Well, I wish I was there.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Yeah, there's a song that Nova 100 are playing at the moment called I Ain't Worried by One Republic. And I love it every time it comes on because I'm mad for a song with a whistle in it.
Ha! Yeah.
Play a song with a whistling bridge in it and I'm there. Let's just enjoy that one again. Just so jaunty.
It's a quick whistle.
Yeah.
You like a happy whistle, a jaunty whistle, or a sad whistle?
I like any sort of whistle. So I've compiled my favourite songs with whistles in them. We're just going to enjoy them.
The Guns N' Roses, you're going to go to Gunners.
First.
I was going to say, Guns N' Roses, they love a whistling.
They do.
Enjoy.
It's a melancholy whistle.
You've seen Guns N' Roses live, haven't you?
Yep.
Does Axl come out and whistle? Who's doing the whistling in the live version?
Yeah, I think he does. He does. I can't.
How rock and roll is that?
No, I'm thinking on the.
You reckon?
I'm trying to remember the live performance. Too far away, actually, but he does on the film clip.
A lot of pressure to do a whistle live.
Oh, I agree.
Absolutely.
And also, when you whistle too long, your lips get so sore.
Right on.
Let's go on to one of your favourites. The great. Don't worry, be happy.
Great Bobby McFerrin, who dropped that episode of Have You Been Paying Attention about a month ago to crickets.
Yes.
You could hear the whistling.
Wasn't
It's unbelievable.
Wasn't crickets at my place. I love a bit of Bobby McFerrin. And of course, I have to rely on the whistle in this because the tidbit about this song is that there's no instruments involved.
Love that.
So why wouldn't you rely on a whistle? It's all from the mouth.
I wonder if it could all whistle at the same time and actually complement the song.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
I don't know if I can whistle this.
I don't think I'm whistling.
Too late.
That's you.
Sounds awful.
4 taxis just rolled up.
I can't whistle.
Hey-oh! That's good gear.
I wish my uncle was in here. My uncle's the greatest.
Nothing. Crickets again.
My uncle's the greatest whistler I've ever seen. It puts the fingers in the mouth.
Best whistler you've ever seen.
Best whistler I've seen.
You know, it's
getting the cows in.
Swanee, you know, it still gets me, by the way, if I'm out in the wild and an owner whistles, puts the fingers in their mouth and gives the big whistle and the dog comes running.
Yes.
Still like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
They love each other.
It's unbelievable. It's the Baron von Trapp method of calling someone's name, just whistling. This is the great Scorpions,
great
Winds
song.
of Change.
Stop whistling, John. You're ruining it.
That is me whistling.
I love this one. This could also go into great songs with accents. Go back. I think they were from an Eastern European country, so and they can't hide it.
Yeah.
I think it was about the dropping of the Berlin Wall, Swanee, or the Iron Curtain.
I think there was a movie called Gorky Park with Lee Marvin in it.
Search
There
for
was,
Coal is
but I
Gold.
don't think that's got to do with the movie. I might be wrong.
If you're out
By
there,
the way, you can't whistle.
I'll ask the taxi drivers.
No, I tried and it's been made worse after I smashed my jaw. But yeah, growing up in the country, I couldn't do it properly.
Before your face smashed in, you had the whistle of an angel.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
And then it's tragically cut short.
Well, you can't whistle. You can't purse your lips. It's not bad. It's not whistling, but it's not bad.
That's his
But
nose.
not country
That's his
whistling,
nose.
Swanee. It's not. I'm not even in the same conversation as all those country boys.
Here's another great whistling song. The Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian.
Good whistling song.
The lead singer of the Bangles called again?
Susanna Hoff. Strong.
Son of a gun.
Get him a bottle.
Sun gun.
What a hot sun
Oh,
gun.
my God.
Also, she's never hotter than in that part of the film clip when she's whistling.
Oh, my Lord.
You're just like, something's happening to me.
yeah,
Susanna Hoffs.
I'm melting.
I'm melting.
I have to whistle me an ambulance.
13, 24, 10.
There's 4 taxi drivers here. If you
Four,
want to take one.
4.
Bro, I'm just going to ask, if someone's a strong whistler out there, can you get their details? A proper strong whistler, because I'll have a lot of prizes for them at a later date.
I've only got 2 more whistling songs. There were more, but these are just my favourites.
Great song, Swan.
Pumped Up Kicks, Foster the People.
Oh, yeah.
This was a tune.
Tune. I was playing this yesterday. Peg was home from school and I was playing it. She goes, I like this song. I said, yeah, I do too. She goes, it's about a guy that opened fire at a school. I said, well,
What are you?
yay!
That's
What are
a
you
pretty
gonna
new
do?
song, isn't it?
Yeah, newish.
Yeah, because it's more older songs.
That would be
isn't
a
it?
decade
They're
at least.
whistling.
It's
I
at
was
least
going to
10
say
years.
that would be 10 years old.
I don't know, 10 years, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
And this one is for you and for me, one of our favourites, something that we've connected on many, many times, particularly given that I was the only one who was absolutely with you at a karaoke bar.
These all the previous ones, Swanee, they've been happy whistles.
And what about this one? A melancholy whistle.
Pangy's doing karaoke, and
Yeah.
the rest of us are getting kicked out of Crown.
Why though?
I don't know.
Whistling.
Bad whistling.
By the end of it, it was just me in a room. Karaoke's not. If it's just you in a room singing by yourself, is that still karaoke?
I was there too, clutching my neck, just loving every bit of it.
You were fraudulent.
In what
You were
way?
fraudulent because you didn't do the whistling.
It's a weird.
He did do the whistling.
You did not.
It's a weird word to use during karaoke. It's supposed to be a fun time. We're all in together and
You're a fraud.
Fraudulent. Who's next?
And you did do the whistling.
I'm up next with the Hold On by Wilson Phillips.
Now, that's a good song. Imagine you put a whistle in that.
A commanding list, Swan.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
It's time to get classy.
Titus O'Reilly. He talks about football, mostly on Twitter,
280 characters.
and on the show as well.
You're looking alive in the on the path to the finals, to the granny.
Don't worry about that thing.
That
Just talking
microphone.
about
I've
that
got a little microphone
Filter.
thing and
Take it
the
out.
Just
filter
don't even
keeps,
worry. Don't worry about it.
says-
Your dulcet tones don't need a filter.
Can I just say before we start, because this has caught my eye last night, I obviously follow Sam Pang's work incredibly closely, and so last night I was watching the repeat of, I was watching on Tim play the repeat of Have You Been Paying Attention, because I hadn't called it Monday night, and they have little highlight pieces. Have you seen this on the stream? They'll say, like, the best of Sam Pang.
Yes.
Oh,
And so
I've seen them on Insta.
it went for a minute.
Thank you. I was going to say. Alrighty, yeah.
I thought it dragged. No. Anyway, so I saw it, and so I was looking at it, and I've got a picture here which I'll share with the socials later,
please.
but I wanted to show Sam. But you know how on iView and Templay and
Yeah.
9 Now and all that, it'll say date it was published.
Yeah.
And then it'll say when it expires. Oh. And it might be like, 27th of August, whatever. It says here, air date, Thursday, August 4th, 2022. Expires in 77 years.
what?
That is a community service.
Is that I don't remember signing that contract. I thought it was only on a 2-year deal.
It says 77 years. from
I'm
now.
just-
7
I'm
years.
just- I'm
Who's
just
going to be
glad-
watching that in 70 years?
I'm just glad that my great-great-great-grandchildren will be able to know you, Sam.
Your great-great-grandkid will suddenly look on it and go, oh, my God, this expires in a day.
My references will still be as
Still as current.
as they are. 77 years, that's
Do you
ridiculous.
think you'll be let into Thailand in 77 years' time, or do you think that joke will still have affected
John,
the Thai people?
John, quit living in the past, all right?
No.
Not all of us can travel wherever we want.
Mate, you're living-
We don't have to.
Actually, you're right. I can't go there either.
Say, thank you. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Well, it's been this last week in footy has
Crazy.
been
I can't wait
just
to
like
take it.
Been a
it's
big week
like
in football.
It has, and they say that every week, but this week it's been like a soap opera. Because I think I mentioned last week the rom-com that was Alistair Clarkson choosing between North and Essendon. And Essendon hadn't even broken up with their partner.
I know.
Well, now they have.
Yes.
Brett Rutten is gone.
Well, the partner
Ben Rutten,
left.
sorry. He sort of hung around. That was the problem. He said, I'm willing, even after they pursued Alistair Clarkson, he said, I'm willing to stay.
I can change.
You know why, though, John?
I know why. And call me cynical, but if he walks, he doesn't get the cash.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He stared them. And you know what? Good on him.
Well, that's
for
like most
staring
divorce
them
proceedings.
down. Well, that's right.
Absolutely.
He stared them down and you know, got his cash, and rightly so.
I don't think it's cynical. It's just smart. Why would you go? Oh, okay. Thanks
Yeah, if
for
someone's treated you like that too, why would you? And you've got a contract, why would you leave?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like so they finally sacked him, and then half the club's left.
Yeah,
They're all leaving.
Yeah, half the board,
half the board, the CEO's left.
Really?
They've all gone.
Were they in the Rutten camp?
Yes.
They were in the Rutten camp. They've gone. So it's like friends, you know, when someone breaks up, the friends have divided.
Oh, I know.
It's like you get to keep the cat and
God, so much drama.
Four of our friends
pick four. And you say, no, you can have them all.
Titus.
It's a good way to have a spring clean, though, isn't it?
Oh, they've
Like
got
their
it.
friends.
Oh,
You
I
don't
think
really
they-
go, geez, I've got to catch up with them again, but, you know,
Murray.
divorce.
Yeah.
They're off.
I've had enough of them.
Essendon's Murray condoed their whole
Yeah, if something doesn't bring you joy.
The James Hird rumours, do you think that's more stupidity from Essendon? Like, it's a big risk.
There's a sizable group of people at Essendon that want Hird back. I don't think it will quite get there, but there is. It's not a. But you got to remember, James Hird is Essendon aren't a club; they're a cult. You know, that's what you've got to remember. And James Hird is the cult leader, and they seriously people in
He's
there.
the David Koresh of our time.
But more dangerous. And but they seriously, people there think he never did anything wrong. He should come back. And I have to say, it's never get James Hird back bad in life, no matter how often it seems.
That's a rule for life.
It's a rule for life.
Really? I didn't know about this, his reputation in that way.
They really believe he did nothing wrong. You know, that he was a scapegoat. He's a great coach. He's a great man.
Well,
and he
then
should
wouldn't
be
they
back.
know?
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, in your former job as a crisis manager
Yeah.
or a risk manager, what would your advice be to the Essendon Football
What would you have
Club?
done straight? What would you have done at the start when it all broke?
Well, I wasn't working full time in this, so I'm a bit conflicted in what I can say about this.
Really?
Yeah, but
Yes.
if Hird had have just at the time said, I didn't oversee this properly, and I had no idea it was all going on, but I should have, because at his worst, he was negligent in managing.
Yes. Should have had
he
oversight.
I didn't have enough oversight. The buck stopped with me as coach. I should have. I'm leaving. People would have gone, gee, you know, he's fallen on his sword. He's really, you know, he'd gone further than he should have, and you know, the poor guy. None of the rest would have happened. It was the fact he hung in there.
Yeah.
And fought it the whole way that damaged his reputation.
It's still one of the most interesting chapters in AFL history.
Just saying today that it potentially lost $20 million.
$20 million.
Legal fees and
That does not surprise me.
When's the doco? When's the doco?
Yeah.
When's the 4-part series, Brownie?
Well, you need a star who to play James Hird.
No, I'm not talking
like
about
an untold
I'm not talking about
doco.
the
Well, you
TV.
know the problem, the reason people stayed away from it is it was legally, it was in the federal court, it was in the Swiss court.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, it got appealed to the Swiss court. It was
It's really
work cover.
serious.
So the legal, it was in about 5 different legal areas. Plus the players were suing the club for negligence.
Yeah.
So no one wanted to.
A lot of jurisdictions.
A lot of HR, a lot of jurisdictions. It was like so.
And a lot of damage, like ruined so many lives.
Oh, and this is the real thing: is the real story still has not come out.
No.
So that a lot of those players, they've only just retired. So you wait till, fast forward 5-10 years.
Father's Day, the next few Father's Days.
Yeah.
Really interesting readings, Swanee.
We'll move on because we're going to go to a break. But you got to remember, we'll talk about it after the day. Essendon just exists to make Carlton fans feel good about themselves.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Browny.
Titus O'Reilly's here, and he's our friend, and he wears a hat.
What an intro.
Not today.
You just state things about...
Just thought of it then.
Say it, see it.
Say it.
You need that Shaq telling you you're doing a good job. Do you play that on a loop?
Slam, dunk, Dino. This is Shaq. I repeat, slam, dunk, Dino.
Over to you.
Was Shaq great to meet?
Browny met him twice. It was amazing. Browny went back yesterday for take 2.
He gave me a
It was
cuddle
amazing.
too.
I think Titus would really enjoy, and sorry to spring this on you, Dina, I think Titus would really enjoy the exchange where Shaquille O'Neal says what a warrior Browny must be and what Brownie's response was.
Do you know much about Aussie rules?
I know that those guys are tough. Really tough.
Thank you, Shaq.
If he's a Hall of Famer, he's a tough son gun.
Thank you, Shaq.
Gee, there's a lot of breathiness in there.
Yeah, they were going lower and lower and lower.
I know. It's like the most alpha thing I've ever heard.
2 tenors.
Mate, at one stage, me and Sam could not hear him. He's very softly spoken.
And were you going softer
Well, it's sort of, I found myself going softer.
Was he going
Very
softer?
reverential.
Listen to
I
this.
think he was going harder.
Thank you, Shaq. He's just he's an unbeliever. He's a big man.
Yeah,
Lovely man.
It'll be great. You're going to watch he's one-on-one in an interview on Fox Delta.
Oh, who's hosting?
I got no idea.
I see.
Mark Howard's hosting.
I can't believe they didn't get you, Sam.
We're on this show.
I'm genuinely annoyed.
On this show, possibly with you, I put my name out there.
I like how you said possibly with you.
Oh, no, I definitely did. Sorry.
Playing second fiddle. You're not even playing second fiddle to Howie. You just not even in the same conversation. Yeah, Howie's doing
Howie.
Gee, that's I like that out of the box thinking. Get someone a bit different. Hey, Carlton, can we just move to Carlton? Because I've been dying to see Sam since the weekend.
Why? Just to rub it in?
No,
Is that your go? Is that what sort of person you are?
It's the most brutal thing I think I've seen. I wanted to see you to see if you're okay. Because, I texted him a few times. Didn't respond. No, I'm joking. But I went onto Wikipedia before this to check something.
Yeah.
Because the last time they made the finals was 2013. And they made it because Essendon were kicked out of the finals.
That's right.
So they didn't actually...
We finished
ninth.
ninth.
And Essendon got kicked out.
Then we went in and won a final.
And they beat Richmond.
90,000 people.
There that day. Juddy went bananas.
berserk in the second half.
Yeah, it was a shootout.
Last time I was happy.
But it says...
Juddy went bananas.
He did, Swanee.
Oh, my
I'll have a
God.
look.
So Carlton, it says in Wikipedia, it's got all their eras. And the current era is titled Period of Struggle. And it goes from it says 2002 to now.
This year
20 years.
This was
a period of struggle. Is underselling it, I think.
It's been since...
But that period's over. We are on the way.
I agree. I think it's broken.
It's been since Cooter did his knee in the 2001 final series against the Tigers.
Can you smell what we're cooking? That was a slogan for one of our years where we ended up winning the wooden spoons. We were cooking with the wooden spoon.
There was another one that said they know we're coming. That was your membership one. They know we're coming.
Yeah.
And that year, the hovercraft, they had that hovercraft before the game.
Right.
And it sunk in the Yarra. The hovercraft sunk in the Yarra.
Yeah.
Forgot about the hovercraft.
Yeah, and it sunk in the Yarra. They had a crane have to lift it out. And someone took a photo. If you Google it, it's there.
I still love, can you smell what we're cooking?
I know.
And then we finished with the wooden spoon.
Remember all
You
those
couldn't write
years
that.
you won the premierships, the NAB Cup premierships, remember the pre-season cup games?
Yeah.
Win and get all excited, and then you'd win the wooden spoon that year as well.
Yeah, right, I remember.
What is it? What is this? I mean, what is
Do
the
you
secret?
remember?
What is the secret ingredient in their sauce? Is it failure?
No, you know what Carlton do? Carlton do this so well, and St Kilda may be a close, but I think Carlton have mastered this, is they keep giving hope before they take it away. So they're not just, they don't, when Melbourne were at their
Like
worst.
you and your segment.
They're cruel masters then.
When Melbourne were at their worst, they were so bad, there was no hope.
Yeah.
Like, you just weren't going to win.
You knew that you were doing a favour. It was a one-way street. You're doing a
when you
favour by
paid your
buying the membership.
Yeah, I used to buy the membership, and I used to tick in the Mark Neildy era where we'd win like 2 games, 4 games a year. You could pay an extra $150 and tick to secure grand final tickets in case. And I would still tick it. This is the, because I was like,
and there was no way.
If I'd taken all that money and put it, over those 2 years and put it in Bitcoin, it would now be worth $50 million.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm a Melbourne supporter, so it's not the money. I wouldn't notice.
That's right.
Melbourne Football Club memberships used to be tax deductible because they were a charitable donation.
Was. Absolutely.
In fairness to Carlton, I do believe that the new period now, starting 2022, is the rebuild.
No, we've never heard that before, so that should go fine.
Vossi will have faith. They'll be in the They'll be in the top 4 next year.
Titus, Sports Bazaar's still going. The podcast is kicking ass.
He said it like he wasn't sure if it was still going. Yeah, no, it's still going. We had a great... What did we do? We did John Wren this week.
Really?
The story of John Wren.
What's John Wren in a nutshell?
So John Wren ran the Collingwood Tote, which was a gambling shop, illegal gambling shop in Melbourne, and became like almost the richest man in Australia.
A godfather of Collingwood.
Funded Collingwood, which is like funding a terrorist organisation. But he built Festival Hall.
Oh, right.
I think he built the Regent Theatre. He owned all the boxing, owned all the race courses, all the pony clubs.
Around here.
Took over Queensland racing completely.
Interesting.
Like absolute crazy story.
Sports Bazaar, hit it up. Have a good week, mate. See you next week.
See you, Titus.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast. Nick Daicos, the winner of the 2022 NAB AFL Rising Star and a Collingwood Young Gun. You might know his dad, the Macedonian marvel Peter Daicos. But here's Nick.
Congratulations, Nick. First things first.
No, thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
You hungover?
No, not at all. I didn't get to have a drink to celebrate last night with finals coming up.
Good on you. Now, all the footy questions will be covered off by the guys, but I just want to know, how proud is your dad?
Oh, super proud. When I was doing my speech, I sort of looked up quickly and the camera was panning to him and I could see he was getting quite emotional. So, no, he's very proud.
That's so great. Now, his nickname, the Macedonian Marvel, we've been workshopping a few for you. Do you already have a good nickname?
I don't at the moment. No, I don't have one.
Is there a whisper?
Yeah, I get whisper a little bit. How are you, Brownie?
Good, Nick. Well done, mate. I love watching you play, by the way. I'm going to fangirl you a little bit here, mate. You're an absolute star.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Where did you get whisper from, brother?
It was just sort of a childhood thing growing up. Our mates, we all had a nickname at primary school, and I got whisper because I was a little bit quiet back then. So that sort of stuck.
Well, I thought it might have been because you are very silky. I liken you to... Remember Michael... You wouldn't remember him, Nick. Sam, you remember Michael Holding's nickname was Whispering Death? Because he was just so sleek and so quiet on his approach to when he came into bowl at about 150 k's an hour.
I couldn't hear him running to the wickets on him.
Daicos is just as deadly, young Nick, huh? How's your brother Josh going? Is there any who's going to win? Because he's had equally as good a year. So is there any sort of sibling rivalry between the two of you boys? Because I think you're going to be very high up in the best and fairest for the Pies at the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We're very supportive of one another. We don't get too competitive, but no, he's had a great year, so I'm hoping he'll be up there. Yeah, he's very deserving to be up there.
Nick, it's wonderful to have you on our show. This is the first time you've been on our show, but and your father has actually been in a few times. And I was wondering, can you remember a single piece of advice that your father, the great Peter Daicos, has ever said to you?
Yeah, gee, there's been a lot, but a basic one has been just to enjoy it, really. It's a bit of a cliche, but he's never really put any pressure on me. He's just told me to enjoy my footy. And yeah, like just train hard and the rewards will come.
Your father's a very boring man, by the way.
What are you expecting?
I'm just expecting something like, did he teach you how to balk? What did he teach you? Did he teach you how to, because he was a wonderful exponent of, bananas and, what did he, skill-wise, was he, did he take you aside and, give you some tips?
he used to just take Josh and I down into the pocket at the local footy park. And just for a couple of hours. So.
For goal kicking practice, he's instead of in front with drop punts, he said, "Let's go to the pocket."
That's exactly right.
I love
awesome.
that.
Nick, you don't have that part of the brain that wigs out when you get the ball, particularly for a young man. Have you noticed that you're freakishly calm, and why do you think that is?
Well, thank you, but I don't feel too calm out there. I think it's definitely at the start of the match it can feel very chaotic, but I'm very lucky with the program I'm in. They've encouraged all of us to take it on, and mistakes are okay here. So I know that at worst, if I make a mistake, the coaches won't tell me off too badly unless it was very poor. So, yeah, I just try and take the game on and hope that it comes off.
I'm always very interested in the inspirational speeches from the coaches and the impact that the outside world think they have on players. What was Craig McRae's message at three-quarter time? Can you remember, Nick?
Yeah, Fly actually used a windscreen analogy, and he said he just spoke about staying present, obviously, especially against Carlton, a team that can really get a run on. He said we have to stay present and just be process-driven. Let's not focus on the outcome. So each moment, use your windscreen wipers, get back to the moment, which actually really helped for all of us, I think. We were sort of smiling when he was saying it at three-quarter time, but once we got out there, we felt fresh. And
wait, what does a wipers thing mean? Explain that.
Just wipe away what happened the last quarter.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Clear
Wipe away
everything,
what's happened.
look fresh.
Well,
I like that.
If you're looking to just wipe away, you can drink. You could have done you could have mentioned just a bottle of scotch, a little scotch analogy. Hey Nick, we got Ash Gardner wants to. She's desperate, but before we get to Ash for the big final question, just because you're fresh on the scene, congratulations on your award, but we don't really know you. So a little quick player profile. What's your favourite movie, Nick?
Shawshank Redemption.
He was teed up to that. He was teed up for that answer.
How many times do you reckon you've seen it, Nick?
Oh, I reckon 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. 50 less than me then. Favourite television show, Nick?
At the moment, Family Guy. I'm rewatching Family Guy.
Classics.
This is good so far. Favourite food?
Sushi.
Jesus, the player profile from Nick is very different to the one in the 80s, isn't it? Favourite drink?
Favourite drink? Lemon lime bitter.
Favourite Ja Rule song?
Crazy man. Settle down.
He takes after his father, if you know what I mean.
What was that one?
Favourite Ja Rule song, Nick?
Ja Rule?
Yeah.
You've lost me there.
Come on, Gardner.
Please forgive these idiots.
Load up. Here we go. Put your false teeth
You
back
ready,
in,
Ash
Gardner.
Gardner?
Ask a question.
Nick, do you have any pre-game superstitions?
Pre-game superstitions? No, not really. We all sort of have these caffeine strips about 15 minutes out from the game, so that's probably the one thing that I do religiously.
But secretly you just love some sushi and a lemon lime bitters?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Nick, what an absolute legend. It's been an amazing season to watch you kick ass out there, and congratulations on last night, man. What a thrill, and good luck for the finals.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Oh, what's going
How
on?
about some tropical stuff?
Thursday, 25th of August. Get rid of
Time now for a sense of the day.
We can talk about Glen Waverley?
I'll go straight to Glen Waverley if you want. Hold on a sec. Hang on, wait. No, I thought you wanted to start with Frankston. Sorry.
I've got bad thoughts.
So start with Frankston?
Start again.
Yeah, I'll start with Frankston.
Yeah, let's start with Frankston.
Near Glen Waverley. Detectives from Frankston are appealing for information after thieves broke into a building site and took several excavators for an expensive and dangerous joyride.
Horseplay.
At worst.
Yeah, that's fun.
Police were alerted to the incident by a witness who reported an excavator being driven down Beach Street at 2 a.m.
Fun. Fun.
When
I
witnesses...
think that's a part of being alive, isn't
Yeah,
it?
mate.
That's great. No one got hurt.
No judge will put them away.
I wouldn't have thought so. Even with this extra information, when the witness confronted the offenders, he had to take evasive action to avoid being hit by the excavator before one offender asked him for cocaine and yelled, "Welcome to Frankston." Sometimes you just Sometimes you just got to read it, and that's all it is.
That's unbelievable.
I want that guy. I want that guy on this show.
Welcome to Frankston.
I want some. What was it? I want some.
Welcome to Frankston.
The witness sees the excavators at 2 a.m. going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
He goes up to the offenders. He is forced to take evasive action to avoid being hit by the excavator before one of the offenders asks him for cocaine and yells, "Welcome to Frankston." Here's a T-shirt. Welcome to Frankston.
I wonder
With
what
an
else would go into that welcome kit.
Anyway, so when you said Gunwave, I don't know why you meant Gunwave. I don't know why I thought you meant Frankston, but that is news from this morning. That happened 6 hours ago.
Fantastic.
Tina.
Wow.
Daniel Ricciardo will leave McLaren at the end of the season after mutually agreeing to terminate his contract.
Did he want a Rottweiler and they didn't?
Let's listen to what he has.
2022 will be my last year with McLaren. Obviously, we put in a lot of effort on both sides, but just hasn't worked the way we wanted. So the team's decided to make a change for next year. I will continue to do the rest of this year, absolutely, and I'll continue to give it my all. I think for the future, what lies ahead, I'm not sure yet.
I had an ex-girlfriend who, on her own, decided that we had mutually agreed to break up. He's won the 8-time Grand Prix winner. Could be set for a payout,
Huge payout, much like Ben Rutten.
What do you think the real story is there?
Well, they didn't want him.
I think they're pretty sure an excavator's involved, if you know what I mean.
It's been a tremendous fall from
Welcome
grace.
to Monaco.
It's been a big fall from grace. He was rated as, arguably the best driver on the grid.
Yeah, so what's their problem? Why don't they want him?
He just hasn't performed, Swanee. He's lost his mojo. He gets a nice payout, though.
24 mil.
Finland. What about Finland's Prime Minister, Sanna Marin? She's had to deliver she didn't have to. She delivered a tearful speech after photos and videos emerged of topless women kissing and partying at the government's official Helsinki seaside residence.
Welcome to Frankston.
Welcome to Finland. The 36-year-old released. Well, she was. There was a video earlier on in the week of her dancing and having a good time. Didn't seem to be a massive problem with anyone under the age of 85. But she had to take a drug test, and it's all fine. But she says, "I too sometimes long for joy, light, and fun amidst these dark clouds."
She tested positive for fun.
Well done, John. Well
Thank
done,
you,
brother.
Thank you, Shaq.
Thank you, Shaq.
It's private, it's joy, and it's life. But I haven't missed a single day of work, and everything's fine. Man,
I agree. I
get
mean,
over it.
the photograph is racy of two girls with their buzzies out kissing. I mean, that's
The sign of Finland in front.
Albo's not posting them.
No,
Let's
It's
put it that
patriotism.
way.
Patriotism.
Of course, he's proud to be.
She is a young woman, and it is Finland.
It's Finland.
It's a pretty progressive country.
It's good effort. 36 years old to be running the country.
Right.
Dino, same age as you.
Yeah, I'm running.
Hey, just because he's one of our favourites, Chris Goulding, Melbourne United, they've announced that the 3-time champion and captain, Chris Goulding, who often comes in here and goes head-to-head with you in basketball chats.
He's one of the great guys.
Has extended his contract with the club for a further 2 seasons.
Yes.
We just like him and it's great news. And
Good on you.
well, if
Love
you're a
that
Melbourne
guy.
United fan. And finally, this is, what are we, heading towards the weekend. People will be out and about.
Yeah.
This is coming. It's happening in Sydney at the moment, but it will come to our fair city, I'm sure. A Sydney nightclub has banned staring
Oh my God, I love this story.
unless the person doing the staring gets the prior consent of the person they are staring at to continue the stare. Failure to do so could result in police being called. It's just
What? So the conversation has to go, I really want to stare at you. Do you mind? Is that okay? And then the person has to go, yeah, that's okay. You can stare at me. How absurd.
And then you say, welcome to Frankston.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Yo, Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. If you want to go see Front Bar live, before we finish today, we've got free Front Bar tickets.
Have you seen the Max Gorn ad? That'll be great tonight, Front Bar. Who's the guest?
Santo Cialaro is bringing in the great Peter McKenna.
Really?
Mate.
He's football royalty.
Big.
I know.
Carlton and Collingwood legend. Who did he play more football for?
Well done. Get on with it.
Okay.
Get on with it.
Have we seen the Max Gorn ad?
We haven't.
For Manscaped. Plugging the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0.
Is it downstairs in the Doodle region?
Glad you asked. For the best in groin grooming, Swanee, it's been dubbed as.
Groin grooming.
Are you serious?
I wasn't aware of this type of thing until I watched the ad.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing
really?
for younger men. Absolutely.
Jeez.
Off. Get it off.
It's gone crazy.
The Instagram ads are going off. Pete Davidson did one for the old south of the border groom.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I think the same brand,
Correct.
Manscaped.
Correct.
Well, Manscaped have launched his product, and of course they've gone to Max Gawn, the Premiership captain, the reigning Premiership captain. He's done an ad where he's in the locker room dressed in a beautiful black and gold sort of velvety type robe.
Wow.
In the locker room, and he's just doing a little bit of shaving, a little bit of tidying up, Swanee.
Sure.
Hey, Maxie, you forgot to shave. No, not up top. Down under. The lawn needs a trimming. Now pick up that Lawnmower 4.0. It's skin-safe technology designed to help reduce nicks and tugs for below the neck or inside the 50-metre line. You're going to score, right? Yeah. You're the man, right? Yeah, I'm the man. You're going to mow that lawn. I'm going to mow my lawn. The new Lawnmower 4.0.
Mow that lawn. It's very aggressive, isn't it?
It's very aggressive.
So they're not talking about the lawn, are
No,
they?
they're talking the downstairs lawn.
What do you mean, do it yourself?
Did they say nicks and tugs?
Well,
They're
it's
talking about the sex forest, aren't they, John?
a very good ad, though. Max is a fan of the sex forest.
Yeah.
That
You
one
like that
before.
one?
Yeah. Jot that
Write
down.
that down.
I'm using a fountain pen from 1830 where you have to lick it.
You idiot.
So,
That was very, very underrated
Thank
physical
you.
comedy
Thank
from you then.
Maxie was very good. His acting performance was magnificent.
It's a natural.
And that big gap was where, he's obviously yelling to himself and then he turns around all embarrassed because his teammates are sitting there going, looking at him as if to say, what are you doing, Maxie?
He was getting very excited about cleaning up the penis shrubs.
Absolutely. Now,
Maxie's like you, by the way, in terms of, I know that, you're not classically trained, but and you essentially, you were brought up in football, but in front of the camera, you're both very, very natural.
Thank you, Sam.
You are.
Very, very kind of you. But I thought at the moment, I don't have enough endorsements on the books, and I know they're going to run a big.
God!
I know they're going to run a big campaign, Manscaped, next year. Big Maxie's getting a little bit busy, and I thought I've probably got room for one more. So this is my pitch for the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Oi, Brownie, you forgot to shave. No, not up top. Down under. The lawn needs a trimming. Now pick up that Lawnmower 4.0. I might be known as the big fella, but with this, I'm an even bigger fella. And just like Tommy Lee, you can be long off the tee. So do you want your pubes gone? Well, give them a Sean. Just like Max Gawn. You're going to score, right? Yeah. You're the man, right? Yeah, I'm the man. You're going to mow that lawn. I'm going to mow my lawn. For a sleek trouser cannon, you need the Lawnmower 4.0.
A sleek trouser cannon.
I can't believe what is that. Is this?
What do you think?
Oh, man, no,
I
of
think
course
it's fantastic.
yours, but
I hope my kids have been dropped off.
is it?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Good morning, Melbourne. Front bar's on tonight, and it's always amazing. And a couple of people about to win tickets. Look into Pang's eyes while he's live on the telly.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, they can look into my eyes during the breaks. I come out and have a chat. Make sure make sure the people who won the tickets are there.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I kind of take the roster.
Of course, Lockie from San Remo, he also uses that opportunity to take $50 cash. So make sure you come with legal Australian tender.
Yeah.
Two $50 notes.
Yep.
There you go, Lockie.
Two.
Yeah.
I'm here. G'day.
Yeah, mate, you're coming to the front bar tonight.
Oh, I am definitely coming to the front bar tonight, yeah.
It's a fair hike.
Lockie already knew that, obviously.
Yeah, it's a fair hike from San Remo, though. Lockie might have to get a hotel for the
Where's
night.
San Remo? The ballroom?
Phillip Island.
At the bridge near Phillip
Other
Island.
side of the bridge.
Why don't you come?
You're going to
I'm
drop.
working in Mornington today, so I'll just come straight from Mornington.
Yeah, do that, Lockie.
Stay the night. Penny will take you out afterwards.
Oh,
a few
that's
beers.
so
Not
nice.
working
Really?
tomorrow. Yeah, of course you will.
Where would we go? I reckon he'd fall asleep with that straight after the show.
No, not at all. He loves it. Stay at Pangy's house.
Yeah. I'll meet you. I'll meet you.
Righto.
Yeah, I'll meet you.
Righto.
I'll meet you in Frankston. I'll be standing next to an excavator. All right, good on you, Lucky. I'll see you tonight.
Here we go.
And
Michelle,
Yes.
you're going to the front bar.
Yay!
Sam?
Super excited.
good.
Oh, Michelle, that's lovely. Are you looking? Who do you brag for, Michelle?
I'm a Richmond supporter, but I can tell you my son is Carlton.
Good.
I'll hand him back soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're barrack for Richmond, how does your son barrack for Carlton? How'd that happen?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're good with the callers, Sammy.
Bad
You're
parenting. But
good.
anyway, listen, Michelle, I'll see you tonight, eh?
Well, we've got Lockie in
You
your
will,
spare
thank
room.
you.
We've got Lockie in your spare room, Pan. Can Michelle have the couch?
They can just both move in. I'm not doing a lot of time there at the moment.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.